Gentiles are very unique compared to Jews and Muslims. Gentiles have this ability to compartmentalize their walk with God. And we say we do it on Sunday. We show up on Sunday and we do all our religious activity, and then we go back out into the world Monday through Saturday. Well, the Jews and Muslims don't do that. It's a part of their walk of life. They don't compartmentalize their relationship with God. It affects every part of what they do. You would not see it happening in a Jewish world or in a Muslim world, what we've seen happen in the last 40 years in our country, where we've allowed every aspect of religious life to be stripped out of culture. They would not stand for that. Gentiles would, because we compartmentalize it anyway. It happens at that place, at that time, for that long. And that's our religious activity and our relationship with God. And we see people across the globe having more passion for a lie than we have for a truth. Many years ago, I was at a YMCA in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I had gone there because we had joined there, actually. It's a Young Women's Christian Association. But it was a place where worked best for us for our kids having swim lessons. So we went ahead and joined there. The thing I liked best about it is they had a weight room. And women just don't work out in weight rooms, so it was like my own personal weight room. Whenever I go in there, I'd be like the only person in there. Well, anyway, Lynn dropped me off one day to go work out, and she went shopping. Now, that was her way of working out. Keep the wallet, loose and tender. But she went shopping, and I worked out. She took extra long that day. And at first I was mad, but after a while I realized that it was part of what God was trying to do that day. I got done working out. And during the workout, I had taken a Bible, and while I was on the treadmill, I was, reading parts of the Bible. And I left with the Bible in my hand, and I was waiting for her out on a corner, and I was sitting there reading the Bible. Well, this station wagon zips by and just almost screeches to a halt, and there's two ladies in it. They back up. One of them jumps out and comes up to me, and it's almost like Acts chapter 8, where she says, "Are you reading the Bible? Do you know what you're reading?" I said, "Yeah, I'm reading the Bible." And for the next hour, maybe hour and a half, we went back and forth about all these different issues about, did Jesus come in 1912, 1914, 1920, whatever, 1933, like Jehovah's Witnesses say that Jesus did? Was Jesus Michael the Archangel, created by God? Are the 144,000 those Jehovah's Witnesses, or were they the actual tribes of the Jews for the end times? John 1, was it mistranslated by a bunch of Jehovah's Witnesses, so-called translators? We went back and forth with all these issues. This was a very, very zealous person. But zealous not for the truth. A misperceived truth. And Paul pointed to the Jews and said, they are a very zealous people. They have this great commitment. But the second point is this: their commitment is without truth. They have a zeal for God, but not in accordance with knowledge. Not in accordance with knowledge. When I was in college, our track team went to Mexico City to run a track meet. And while we were down there, we decided to do some sightseeing things. And so we went to a Catholic church, a large Catholic church in the middle of Mexico City. And I saw something happen there that I've never seen in all my years of going to Baptist churches. When we got off the bus and started heading toward the church, we had to do this from probably over a quarter mile away. I have never seen anybody in a Baptist church pull into their parking spot, get out of their car, and get on their knees and walk all the way up to the church building. And I was passing people left and right on their knees, making their way, their little pilgrimage, up to that church building because they knew they were approaching where God was. They had this tremendous zeal, but without knowledge. Muslims will pray 3 times, 5 times, 7 times a day. The average Baptist or the average Christian is estimated spends about 30 seconds a day in prayer. You see false teachers on television who fill stadiums with their crusades. And they spout error after error, nothing that has any relevance to the Bible. You see people like David Koresh, Jim Jones, who lead people to mass suicide, people who follow a Hale-Bopp comet and commit suicide out of that. They have this tremendous passion without knowledge, without any truth. Three truths that Paul gives here that are very important. The first is the truth about righteousness.